Hello everybody, this is Backblast. Here we are on Planet Coaster, as promised. This is day one of the alpha, and of course not everything is unlocked, so we've got a limited view of what we can do or what we can create within the game. The developers have said that it's going to be a limited release, so that some of the things like the coaster builders aren't available and the scenery isn't available and things like that, but we have got a fair chunk of the game, and what you can see here is one of the preset I don't know what you call it really, one of the preset parks. I guess preset park, is that the name? Preset theme park thing. So this has got some paths, some shops and things. Let me just scroll around and show you these things. We've got some various shops here. There's a place that does milkshakes. They bring all the boys to the yard, these milkshakes, and some cows. And there's obviously some bloke trying to steal the trousers off this guy. Anyway, don't put litter in the bin. It says do not put litter, that's what that says. And then we've got some sort of burger thing, and we've got people wandering about, and there's kids and adults in groups and things like that. That's one of the things we can build. Shops, we've got shops, and we've also got there are paths talking about, and there are some static rides. And when I say static rides, what I mean is rides that don't generally go anywhere. So this is something that is a pre-built ride designed by the developers, and you can, as you can see here, I've got a fair old list of them, and I can choose the star wheel and choose where it goes, or the aeronauts if I want to build one of those. But as you can see in front of us, we've already got a star wheel, and we can put something in there if we wanted, like that. Sky Ace 1. So we can place some of these static rides. It says that coasters are coming soon, which is true. There aren't any coaster builders in this alpha, so this is the very first release of alpha. Okay, now bear with me, just listen to this. Okay, there is a coaster builder in this game, and in this release as well, in a short while. But first, I just want to show you some of the other things. So there's an awful lot of scenery in this. So a lot of the things that you see around, like the boats and the fires and the things next to the path. So there's various little shacks, and there's an awful lot of detail gone into this scenery. So all these rocks are individually placed, and the bushes, the trees. Somebody has taken an awful lot of time to build this. Everything here is bespoke. It's not something that you can just plonk down. Somebody has taken time and said, right, what I want is a boat, and I want a rock here, and I want there to be a wall, and it's all in here. There's lots and lots and lots of stuff in here. Various things of fountain bases and cannons, and there's a lot. There is a fair amount of scenery and add-ons. Of course, we've also got the rocks and trees, as I just mentioned. Various bits of seaweed that you can hang from walkways and things like that. Maybe not that one. And also we have signs, and there's lots of these as well. So cheap beef, as we've seen in a lot of the promo videos. And look, there you go. There's a great example of how the scenery's been placed. This is very much a pirate themed area, or a theme park indeed. So what else have we got? As we wander around this, you can see a lot of the things that have been shown in the preview videos. So the fact that you can place paths underneath the scenery, you've got that option there. And also, if we just wander over here, let's just go this way, the same thing happens with the rides. So the rides go through the scenery if you want them to. You can build all these rocks up, make them look green or rocky or whatever, and then look, roller coaster with scenery. And did that just wink at me? I'm not sure it just winked at me, but there you go. Yeah, so there we go, lots of scenery. This is actually, you might be looking at this thinking, look, the water's rubbish, but this was actually advertised when I went on the main map as a dried up lake or something, a dried up harbour. So it's supposed to be sandy. There's not supposed to be water here. This isn't water. Water looks a bit more like that, but that is actually shady sand. There's no water on this, or indeed anywhere on this map. No water on this map. So what have we got? So we've got, obviously, we've got the theming, which we've seen in the videos, the preview videos, and you must go onto the Facebook web page of Planet Coaster, and also have a look at all the devs videos that are on there. So they put a couple of development videos, so you'll see the development videos showing how all the scenery and things are made, and also it shows how the rides are made and things like that, and it goes into all this about the scenery and things like that. So what we've got here is buildings. All the buildings are modular, as I said. All these are placed individually, so the roof parts are separate. You know, if you want to build a half arch, you can pop that in, or we can maybe do that, and you can change the way they're oriented. We don't want auto stacking, but we can maybe we can change things like that. That's not really where I want it, but maybe auto stacking would have been better. But you can do all that. You can build things anywhere you like, and any sort of configuration of walls. And let's just bring that down. And it does seem fairly intuitive as to what you're doing and how you're doing it as well. I don't know what else to say about the scenery, really, but I mean, you can see the amount of various things that are in there, and there's only a limited amount at the moment. You've got some medieval walls and some modern sort of rendered, like these sort of walls here with glass panels, and there's some wooden bits down at the bottom here, and other stuff there, wood frames and things. So you've got those in the game, lots and lots of other facilities. So there's already pre-rendered shops, toilets, various things like that, roofs, the buildings, all there, wall extras. And although it shows ornamental track, it is ornamental, it's not part of the actual roller coaster bit. But the point I'm trying to make here is that there is an awful lot of the building things, and it might not be everything, but certainly if you wanted to go and recreate something like this or any of these other buildings, it's all here. There's an awful lot, including all the fascias, you know, these coloured bits in front of the buildings. They're all down here. Everything's there. There's an awful lot. You can even make them look like dungeons and things, but there you go. Decorations for outside, even lighting, and some signs to go up there saying, hey look, come and visit my shop, it's fantastic. Okay, so that is the shops. There's a fair amount of scenery. There's not as much as the shops. Signs, nature, props. Props again we've seen already, you know. Oh look, there's a chap with a king hat. And you know, there are some props. We've seen the boat already down at the bottom of the gulch, or whatever it's called. But there's other things here, fountains and Kraken Monster. Some of these, like the Kraken, are animated. So if you pop this chap, let's say this was water and you wanted him to be submerged for part of the time, you can have him jumping out. Maybe there's a ride that goes past at a certain time or something like that, but he's animated, he's not just a static, and he dips down into the water. You can put him lower if you wish. That was just how I put him. There you go. Got an invisible one there. He's squirting something acid. whatever. I don't know. There's the other one. Look. I haven't been very scientific with this. I've just placed him. All right, I've just placed him. But there's quite a bit of the props and nature and sign. Not as much as the buildings. There are no shops yet. They're coming soon, but obviously you can build your own with various bits there. We do have what I call static rides. Now there aren't an amazing amount of static rides. There are a few. Things like the forge, and you can place these if you wish. The hammer swing. Should we pop a hammer swing in? It goes blue and red when we can place it. We don't want to put it there. Yeah, I don't know where to build a hammer swing. I haven't looked around this park very much. Maybe we could put it there. It comes up with some options then. Once you've built something, you can place an entrance on it. So let's have an entrance there maybe, and then it goes on to the next bit. Place exit. Well, we could put an exit there, and then a queue to entrance, and then you can click and drag this where you want it to go, and join it onto the rest of the pathway. Although I'm not sure how to do that at the moment, but there you go. Look, we can go up and down. I think it's too high actually. I think that's why it's not joining. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's because I'm an imbecile. Maybe. What am I doing wrong here? I'm doing something wrong, and I'm not sure what. I think it's the angle that it's coming in at. Okay, well anyway, you can do that. I haven't played very much with this. As I said, this was a preview of what we've got and what we've not got. So we can do that, and then you can add the other bit. So it's fairly intuitive, and it sort of helps you along with, look, you can build this, you can drag things along, and look, if you want, let's have an entrance up here, and you know, it's not something that seems very difficult. Oh, we can put that there. We can put you there. No, we don't want you there. I maybe want you there, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so right, so building, scenery, rides, static rides. Now here we go. I did say there was no coaster builder in this. However, if you site. You can type some things in. So on the actual Planet Coaster forum, it tells you that if you go into rides, so you open a map, you select rides, scenery, buildings, and then select the search option. You can then type in, okay, and what that does is, so let's just show you there. So it's rides. Yeah, open up, thank you. And you do the search and you type in under construction like that, and then click the search or the enter or whatever. It unlocks this. Okay, now this is a very, very limited build of the roller coasters. Now bearing in mind, Frontier didn't want roller coasters to be the focus of this build, and they've actually said on the websites that it's not finished. It's very, very much in alpha, and they didn't really want it to be in this part of the game. It's something that maybe will be changed quite a lot, or developed or refined before they release it to alpha or beta. But as you can see, it's here and you can play around with it, and there are various different options. So all I've done is I've just popped a bit of track in. I can then use these to go left, right, up, down, or rotate. So this left, right goes like this. We just click and drag it. So let's say I wanted to rotate that as well, so let's just zoom in a little bit. Just want to see where I'm going, and then let's just rotate that around. So we can rotate the track like that. Yep, and there are all these different options of looping. So these are set parts. You can change the way the loop goes, so it might be like a helix, that might be an underground loop. And there we go, that's a Norwegian loop, right? So you can change all that, and again, you can change how you come out of this, or where it goes, or whether you want it tilting or whatever. And there are rolls you can add and non-inverted bits, but as I said, this is all very much in development, and it wasn't intended for release here. It's a little bit of a cheat that they've given to us as a sort of teaser. They've given us all these things and said, look, what we want is, from this alpha, we want you to go and look at the scene here, go and play with the pathways, the buildings, the scenery, and then later on, when we're happy that we've played around with this, we'll give you a proper roller coaster developer, and I'm sure it will have lots of different types of roller coasters in. But that's it, guys. That's what we've got. This is roller coaster as we've got it. This is the roller coaster builder that you are allowed to play with at the moment. As I've said, some of it is here, so a lot of the scenery and paths, some of it isn't, so the full roller coasters aren't. What they want you to do is go away and play and see if you can break it, and any bugs or anything like that, or anything you're not happy with, just let them know, and they will be looking at what they can improve, or what they want to change, or what needs developing, and then on the next alpha we'll be getting this. So I'm going to leave you here. There is quite a lot to be messing around with. There's an awful lot to play with and work out what it does and how it works. I haven't, unfortunately, had time to do that today. I will be doing a brand new coaster park from scratch, and I'll be doing that very, very soon, so that'll be in the next 2 or 3 days. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's given you a taste of what is available, and I hope to see you when I start building my full theme park. I've been Bat Blast. I'll see you next time.